What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Devontae Forever. Welcome to Diamond in the Rough. So, what's been going on recently in my life, in mind, is a lot of people have been asking me just a simple question. What's up, D? How are you? What you been up to? What are you doing? And honestly, the answer is a very simple answer. I'm running my race. And a lot of people have not been running their race. I feel like there's so much potential in everybody, but like more importantly, so many people take the time to provide for everybody besides themselves. We do all these moves to make somebody happy and fit into the statistics, to things for everybody else's benefit besides ourselves. And why is that? I feel like so many people just miss out on great opportunities because they don't understand what's around them. They don't understand that you can do a lot for people, and doing things for others can give you that satisfaction, but you're never promised the satisfaction that you feel in your own body. Think I'm lying? Okay. Let me explain something to you. You ever met somebody and they don't take compliments very well? Like, you could tell them how great they are, like you're the best person, and they never, ever actually accept a compliment. They were like, "Oh no, stop! I just did it for you guys. You guys are amazing." Or they always say something as weird as that, right? The reason they say these things is because they don't understand how to take a compliment. Life's gonna put a lot of pressure on you to do all of these things. Because in life, in society, we were taught not to be selfish. But in order to maintain true happiness, you have to be selfish. And at this point in my life, I became more happier because I learned that I needed to be selfish to get to where I wanted to be. Being selfish is not a bad thing. Being selfish is taking care of yourself. We all preach this self-worth, self-love, self-happiness thing until it applies to your actual life. It's like, for example, you ever seen somebody in a relationship and because like, for example, right, when people break up in social media, the first thing they do is they go to social media, they tweet about it, they delete that person off of their your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, shit like that, right? And then guess what happens? They start to retweet all of this depressing and toxic things, and they're very bipolar. It's like, damn, like, I really thought you was the one for me, like I really thought you cared for me. And then the next thing, it's like, oh, fuck that person, it's a hot girl summer or some weird shit like that, right? They don't ever tweet anything that'll actually get them through it. Like, we live in a society that is obsessed with heartache. We're obsessed with hardships. It's like they never want to get over it. It's like watching a movie and falling in love with the villain. for not understanding why the villain is the villain. You can't fall in love with a broken heart. It doesn't make sense. And I feel like so many people take things so literal that when things really get hard, they tuck their tail and they just give up. And like, it's such a sad thing that people go through. And the reason that they go through it is because they can't see a higher ceiling for themselves. Sometimes the race that you run is a race that you don't know where the finish line is. And that's okay. You're not going to finish the fastest. You're not going to, maybe you may finish in last place. But run your race until that course is over. Like, let me tell you something about me, man. Like, a lot of times people ask me, like, D, when you gonna get a girlfriend? This, that, and the third, right? A lot of times I get this all the question, like, Devonta, you've been single for a long time. You know, you're a great person and blah, blah, blah. When are you gonna get a girlfriend? And I always say, there's girls that I'm definitely interested in. There's girls I'm definitely interested in. I have one in particular that I'm definitely interested in. Let's put it that way, right? But it doesn't feel like it's the time for that. And the thing is, a lot of times we get rushed into relationships. We get rushed into these things because when you tell somebody that you like somebody, they're like, "Oh yeah, go for it, bro." And when you know in your gut feeling that the time is not right for that. So like, when people ask me, "Oh, you like her? Why don't you talk to her?" This and that. I'm like, because the time's not right. And they're like, "What do you mean the time's not right?" You can't wait till the time's not right, because what if that time never comes? And the time never comes. Like, honestly, it's just like, I have to run my race to my full potential. I'm not, even though like I may like this girl or something like that, I'm not chasing her satisfaction. I'm chasing mine. And once you get to that point where you're running your race, there will be a lot of people at the finish line clapping for you. Run your race. Run your race in relationships. Run your race in life. Things are going to get hard. Things are going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot of things that come in your life that'll break you the fuck down. Just don't stop running. There's going to be times where you're going to feel very isolated and very alone, to a point where you're going to feel like that nobody believes in you. And sometimes you're going to realize through life, you have to be your big supporter, or no one's going to support you. You have to sell your story to yourself before anybody else will buy it. Don't be afraid to run your race. Life isn't about speed. Life is about endurance. Keep pushing, keep climbing, and just keep running, man. Let's just keep on running. Because when you pass that finish line, it'll mean more, and not only will it mean more to you, but it'll be a better story to tell at the end of the day. Like, I feel like the hardest thing I had to learn for me is that I was looking in so many places for motivation when that motivation should have just came in myself. I worked my ass off for other people to be proud of me and happy for me when I wasn't even proud of myself. It's like I built a replica of me so others can like it when I didn't like who I was. And these things happen when you run your race for other people and not for you. So now, even when people ask me now, like, oh my God, how are you? Like, what are you doing? What are you up to? It's a simple answer. I'm just running my race. Life may be hard. I'm running my race. Life could be easy. Life could be great. I'm running my race. We're all at a point where me and my friends are all at a point where we're all separating and starting to do our own thing. And I'll be the first person to tell you it's fucking scary. And it's kind of fucking weird. But guess what? I gotta let them be them. And they gotta let them, and then they gotta let me be me. Why? Because at the end of the day, we're running our race. We do not do life for the short haul, for the short term. I'm not running a race for the temporaries. And some people in your life are just temporary. I'm running in the forever race. I'm running to infinity. And there's a lot of people in your circles and in your friend groups and the people you're even dating that you don't see the forever with. But the more important question is, do you see the forever in you? And that's all I got for y'all today, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's been your boy Devontae Forever. Follow me on my socials. You already know. And we out.